Hey, coin folk, welcome back. We doubled down this week. 2 boxes. This one looks like it's been through some struggles. Maybe it got dropped because there's so much silver in it. It was so heavy that they just couldn't hang on to it. That's the only thing I can think of. So we're gonna save that one till last. We're gonna open up this bad boy first. See what we find. Alright, here we go. Maybe. Circulated and not really seeing anything. Jumping out anyways. So we're gonna jump in, see what's in there. Alright, folks. So we're on roll 6, watching little Blue Ridge. But we got our first find, I guess. Just the NIFC, 2006, Denver. Yep, Denver. So I figured I'd show you because who knows? Maybe it'll be the only thing we come across in the whole box. But we did have a couple of slightly heavy rolls I set aside we'll do last. But so far, this is it. Hopefully it gets more exciting, and we'll bring you back in if it does. So on roll 7 here, we got another 2005 this time, NIFC. And there was actually another roll that I'm going to set aside. We have a proof ender here. I don't know how I missed that to begin with, but I did. I guess it's not like super cameo, so... But thankfully, I caught it before I opened it, so we'll set that aside and do that with a couple heavier ones at the end. But for right now, we're going to jump back into these guys, and then over there to those guys, and see what we can find. So roll 9 has bequeathed a couple coins upon us here. Got an NIFC that we'll just have to head back out there. It's got the Ring of Death on it. She was the ender, so 2009 Philly. And then we also have a proof, 1971 proof. Not the best, not the worst, but it's proof. Almost dropped it. But so we know we got, if nothing else, we got a couple proofs out of the box and a couple NFCs so far. So I'm gonna keep on hunting, see what else is in there. We're on roll 19 here, and we got another 23 DDO under the scope here. See the doubling on the I and the N, a little bit on G. They don't mention the date in the listing, but it's some pretty obvious doubling on the date as well. And then over here in trust, stands out pretty good. And just a little bit up in the B, a little bit on the I on the left hand side there towards the bottom. And then just a little on the L, kind of the crossbar kind of area in the back side of that serif. But it's kind of cool. We found a few of these over our hunts the last few months, but we're gonna jump back in, see what else we can get. So we're on roll 20 here. We found one of these before. It's been a little while, but a really large rim cut from starts kind of right here in between the 9 and the 7 and runs all the way up around to just past the T over here. You can see it. It's a little softer on that end, but pretty cool find. I went ahead and looked it up. It doesn't appear to be listed on Cuds on Coins, but that doesn't mean it's not a Cud. So we're gonna jump back in and see what else might find in there. Who knows? So we're on roll 28 here. Still no silver, unfortunately, but see this big thick edge here. Down the third from the end's got to be approved. And it is. 2018. Pretty rough shape. Found out one that's what? Almost 50 years older and much better shape. So, but it's still approved, I guess. Been nicer if it was a silver proof, but it's not. Just regular old clad. All this is regular old clad. Still no silver, but we're trying. Let's go. So roll 24 and another big old fat edge here. Should be another proof if I can grab it. Uh, 84. Again, not in the best of shape, but it is approved. We'll check this one where I ran here. It just looked like a faker, but you never know. Sometimes they're pretty dirty. Yeah, just a dirty edge, 82. All right, let's get back at it. So we just looked at this ugly bit, and I think I said roll 24, I think maybe, but this is actually roll 29. I'm all out of order. And while I got you in here, I do have 3 other NISCs we've pulled out along the way. 2009 Denver, 2008 Philly, and 2002 Philly. But now we're jumping back in. Working through roll 34 here. We got a 1980 under the scope with a pretty sweet little spot on the back. Got struck through some detached reading down here on the bottom. Similar to one I found before on a bicentennial, but just a different location pretty much, but very similar look to it. Pretty cool. I don't know if you saw that bicentennial one, but it was in the hunt video and then the annex grading that I had a couple weeks ago. So I don't know that we'll go for grading on this one, but it's still a cool find. And we're going to jump back in. So we're on roll 44 here, and watching Digging Dave over here scoring silver like crazy. Unfortunately, that's not what we're doing, but at least not yet. But anyways, we got another proof. 1977 San Francisco. Not in the best shape, not in the worst of shape. Definitely been out there for a minute. Here we go again with the dropsies. But it's better than nothing, I guess. So we'll jump back in, see what else we can get. Alright, so I'm knocking the camera all over the place. So we're in here with the last 3 rolls here of the box. Got the one that has what I believe to be, I'm guessing maybe a 70s proof, 1970s. And then the 2 heaviest rolls of the box, neither one of them actually super heavy though, just a little over 226 on each of them. But figured if nothing else, if there's going to be silver in here, that's where it's going to be hiding. So if we can take a look at them together. Probably a higher likelihood that they have nothing in them, but you never know. You never know. Just takes one roll, right? But anyways, let's take a look at this one first. Definitely looks like a big old fat proof edge. Nothing else in the roll. And it's actually an 89. Didn't seem like the cameo was that strong on it. That's why I was thinking it was maybe a little older. But maybe just not that strong, I guess. I don't know. Most of it seems like once you get to like the mid 80s, it seems like they're all like crazy, like super cameo. I don't know. But we'll set that aside. We'll be looking for errors and varieties, of course, but jump into this 226.2. See what we might have in here. Wouldn't mind a little shiny stuff, but I ain't exactly counting on it. Nope, nothing in that one. This one looks like it's kind of rolled funky. That might be a little light. Whichever year this is. Keep bumping the camera. It's my bad, folks. 2021, but this looks like the planchet is a little wonky. Set those aside. Alright, so we're down to the last roll here. Can it be our savior? Or are we going through another box with no silver? Some good varieties and errors though. I mean, I can't complain. I've pulled out quite a few NIFCs along the way too. I think we're up to probably 10, 12 NIFCs where we got 4 proofs, a couple errors, varieties. And it looks like that those are going to be the finds of the hunt because yet again we don't have any silver. But that's okay because we got another box. I haven't decided quite yet if I'm going to put it all together in one video, break it up into 2, but you'll be able to tell if you look at the screen and look at the bottom. It's going to tell you how much time this video, how long it is and how much time is left. And if there's like 10 seconds left, then I'll probably made a different video. But anyways, you'll see it one way or the other. And I'll talk to you later, folks. Bye. Alright, so I decided before I even open the other box, we're going to make this 2 videos because I don't want it to be too long. So I figured I'd come in, quick wrap up. 15 total NIFCs. We got 5 proofs. 71, 77, 84, 89, and 2018. Some in better shape than others, but they're all proofs. We got that 1980 with a reverse strike through, detached reading. I had to think of my words there for a minute. You can see down towards the bottom there. Pretty cool. And we had that 71 with the good sized rim cut on it. And then I'm setting these aside for now, or eventually we're going to take a closer look at them. I think there's 2 different double dyes on the 23P. I'm waiting to find one that I don't think is a double dye. This one here, I believe, is the one that's been identified, DDO 1. I think these are different. And I think the one that I looked at in the last video in closer detail with y'all, if you watched it, is I think it was this. I don't think it was DDO 1. Now that I've spent a little more time with them, but anyways, we'll talk about that some other time. But we're gonna get there eventually. But I'm gonna end this one here, and then the other one will be a different video. But maybe I'll see you over there. Later. Hey, coin folk. Back with the second box for the week. Hoping for some goodies. This is the one they had to drop because it had so much silver in it. So, I mean, it's got to be good. It's got to be good. Oh, let's see what we got. What do we got? We got circulating coins. And not seeing anything silver. So we're going to jump in and try to find it. I'll be back. So we just popped open roll 14 here, and I'm sure you can see, kind of right towards the middle. We got that nice thick edge. Assuming we got a proof. Or maybe not. Just a really thick edge on the 82 Philly with the Wheel of Death. Watch it have no FG. That'll be my luck. Nah, it's there. Alright. Well, at least we didn't lose it to the Wheel of Death. Alright, let's jump back in. So, I may have spoken a little too soon about breaking this up into 2 videos because we are not on roll 22. The whole bottom's been gone through already. We're on roll, 47. And the first time we've had much of anything to talk about. Got a coin under the scope here, a 1996 out of Philly. Definitely had some wear on it, but for the most part, the front looks fairly normal. In the back, it's got all kinds of grease strike through. You can see just details obliterated or nearly obliterated all over. So that's kind of cool. Don't think I've ever found one with this much of a grease strike through on the reverse. Found a couple with a good amount on the overs, but this is kind of weird to me because I think, if I'm not mistaken, the reverse would be the anvil die on it, and that's where, I don't know. I seem to find more on the overs, but still a cool find. But I think I'm gonna be able to go ahead and make this one video because ain't a whole lot going on here. I saved it to last. One that's a little bit heavy. By far the heaviest in the box. Almost a full gram heavier than everything else. So we might bring you in and take a look at that one. I'm watching a little Coin Geek. But we're going to jump back in and see if these last few rolls can bring us anything. So we're back with our very last roll from the 2-box hunt. No silver. Not a whole lot of anything in the second box. At least the first box we had a decent bit of finds, some proofs, errors, double dies. I'm still trying to locate the 23 Philly that I think is the normal die. So we'll have to take a look at that at some other point in time. But unless there happens to be a 23 Philly in this roll. But I'm hoping instead that there's some shiny stuff in here. But let's take a look. And it doesn't look like there is. Just a roll that was, for some reason, a good bit heavier than every other roll we looked at this weekend. But that's how it goes sometimes. I'll run through these. If there's anything cool in there, I'll bring it back. I'll bring you back in and take a look at it. If not, I will see you whenever I see you next. Alright, folks. Thanks. Alright, so we're back in here, actually. I don't know if you remember looking at this coin from way back in the beginning of this long, boring video. But it's the 71D with the rim cud from down in this area all the way up just past the T. And in the very last roll, we found this guy. The same exact thing in a little better shape. So I thought that was kind of different to find that in 2 different boxes back to back. But this might be about as cool as we get for this hunt, but it is what it is. So let's jump back in, and maybe that'll be the end this time for real. Who knows?